Discuss and provide evidence from at least two of your best reading responses that you've placed in the SLC portfolio. Where will I find them in your folder?
You will find my best two PRLs from Mango Street in the front of my folder because I believe that this, to me, is very important because I've really improved as a reader and a comprehender and a writer. So I think that this should go in front of my folder since I'm so proud of it.
Why are they an example of your best work?
They're an example of my best work because I really go into detail about what Maria is going through and how her life is changing slowly and how the writing of her style changes over a period of time as she gets older and older. And this vignette type of style of type of reading is really new to me, so I felt like this would be a great thing to be put in my portfolio to be shown as a good example.
How do they show your understanding of the material and your ability to respond and analyze the text?
This is a great example to show that I've responded to the text because it really gives you a really clear idea of what the vignette is about and what it might come after the vignette, and and I talked to you about my opinions of how I feel like this is gonna happen or that's gonna happen, or I think this is a good thing or a bad thing, and I really support it with a lot of textual evidence of how it really shows that my ideas are could be correct and ongoing. And I really support my judgments by giving these good reasons about how since this is happening, I'm expecting that to happen because based on what I was reading, and a reading standard that I would choose for this would be vocabulary because I really had to analyze the idioms and the metaphors and similes inside the vignette to understand the point of that vignette, to understand how she's feeling towards a guy or towards her sister, is just to really understand the text and just be able to interpret what she's trying to say.
How have your reading responses improved over the course of the year, and what has contributed to this growth? Provide textual evidence from at least two responses.
I feel that my reading responses have improved because during the beginning of the 8th grade year, when we were doing PRLs, I was basically failing and flunking all my PRLs. I never really took time and went into depth of what the reading was about of the first book we read, and I feel like now I'm able to understand the text, to go into depth about what I'm talking about, and just really flow through it and just to understand it more than I would before.